I'm so tempted right now. I'm being good. I'm being good. I love my nephew. See how good of a person I actually am. So I'm video recording this whole thing, him going up this hill. And
now when you put that on your computer, there's video stabilization and stuff. That's so cool.
Yeah, most of the new cameras do that pretty well.
Oh, he's picking it.
He's picking his path.
I told him this is real life video gaming.
Yeah, picking your path, knowing your limits. He's doing great. See how he's skimming his feet just in case he needs. Of course, you'll learn real quick that
the minute you hit a foot,
if you kick your toe against something, you need a boot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most unexpected worst thing I ever did was I was riding with about 6 guys, Spinks and Brian Bissonette and some other guys. And we were out probably around Mount Comfort, but way north, probably Hancock County. They had just paved the road. We were doing probably 45, 50, just loping along in line in packs, not in a straight line. I was riding next to Brian. As they had paved it, one of the vehicles had stopped and it had pushed a perfect arc in this blacktop. Well, I was the last guy behind 3 sets of 2.
He's gonna let them go by.
I didn't see these guys in front of me. They missed this thing, and I didn't see this dip in the road because they were all in front of me. I hit that sucker and I was airborne.
Oh no.
And Brian looked at me right to the side, and my rear axle was just about his head height.
Oh my
I
goodness.
went boom, that high, and when I hit it, I hit so hard my helmet flipped forward. And I knew I was in the air, and I was just like, oh no. And when I came back down like this, my helmet flipped back. And I was still in position. I didn't warble. I just was straight, and I just looked at Brian. Turned and looked at him like,
I meant to do that.
Cool, wow.
Oh, the view is gorgeous today.
But by the time we got back, my pants were dry.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful day. Couldn't be any better. And this dirt's a little bit wet, so it's not picking up too bad.
See how he's going a little faster down this hill, but then he skidded a little bit.
Yeah.
He's learning. He's getting a little bit more confident.
I'm just glad it's got rear wheel braking and not just front wheel.
Yeah, that's a smart design on that. Plus, he's got a lot more traction with the fat tires.
Braking. Too fast. A little more braking, man, boy. Fast. Get too much with it, you're gonna go.
There you go. He's learning where it skids.
So once you get done with something like this, what do you clean your chain with?
I just
gasoline and then grease it up, or?
I just use a pressure washer, and then, yeah, if you want to, you can use a little bit of machine oil to lube little parts that need it. But Michelle and I have gone up a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, going up's easy, coming down's hard. Talk about controlled skidding.
I was gonna say, I just see me having to come over every day though, feed you guys as you're in your casts and your neck braces and everything.
Well, we did one that I definitely learned my limits, where we were coming down the hill and we were at such a steep angle that we were standing in the footwell against the front end. We were standing with all of our weight on our feet and our butts weren't touching the seats.
Yeah.
We had to be at a 45-degree angle at least. And I was like, honey, please don't make me go up that hill again. She's a wild woman, I tell you. I love her. But if we ever go over the edge of something, you know, you got to know it wasn't my decision.
But remember that accountability and reason.
Yeah.
Guess who will get blamed?
Well, you're driving.
Well,
Women?
God love them.
And we end up doing it just
Oh,
to prove our machismo.
I was watching a show the other day that was so funny. When I don't know if I told you about this, but Dad and I were watching a show from the 1950s or 1960s, and the main character was so frustrated with the girl he was falling in love with, and he was like, oh why didn't God make woman first when he was still fresh? Needless to say, his girlfriend didn't appreciate that very much.
That is pretty cute. Yeah, old nasty rib in there. That's all we had to work with.
I'm just glad it was a rib and not like a piece of the colon. Job, but he definitely took our advice to heart of not going too fast downhill.
Yeah. And it is different. When I got out there and I started walking down that hill,
Yeah.
you get a sense real quick. It's like, man, that kid's, there's, and when it's funny, you're going down, we turned around and looked back up at you, and it's like, holy cow.
It was steeper than it looked.
It is. It really is.
Well, I'm glad we went up the paved area first.
I didn't remember it being this bad.
Well, they haven't graded it.
That's what I was going to say too. The people that gated this off and said no more on here, they have to remember, for a couple hundred years probably, people have been walking here.
Yep.
The pioneers. And this has been a traditional thing. And when they cut the fire break in, who knows when that was, this has been a tradition to come and drive up Skyline Drive, come across the fire break. There didn't have a problem. But you tell people you can't because all of a sudden you're worried about some tsetse fly or some, there was no problem. They just cut it off. People, I don't know which, and I can't say that. I don't know whether the chicken came before the egg, but my guess is people weren't tearing it up first. Maybe they were.